Hello, this is Chris Barkley. We're dealing with the tragedies at this point, and we're going to deal today with what I believe is the most emotionally draining tragedy, the tragedy of King Lear. We'll talk about the introductory materials, the structure of the overall play, the characters, and the ways in which they change or are revealed through the course of the play, and also the themes of the play, the important passages or images and motifs and themes of the play. This used to be my favorite play. King Lear, I think, is very relevant to almost everybody because we all have families, we all have interactions between parent and child or siblings, and therefore it's easy to see how important these relationships on the microcosm of the family relationship are. Of course, with Lear, we also get the macrocosm that Shakespeare always provides for us of the fact that whatever happens on the microcosm also is affecting the state. It's affecting the rest of England as well. At any rate, let's begin our discussion of King Lear with an introduction to the main characters, and these are the main characters in the main plot, King Lear and his family, and we set it up with 3 daughters. He has no son to inherit the kingdom, so he's dividing the kingdom among his 3 daughters, his first 2, Goneril and Regan, and then his 3rd daughter, Cordelia. Cordelia the sense from the very beginning of the play that Cordelia is Lear's favorite child, the last child. Goneril and Regan have married, they've moved someplace else. Cordelia is staying with Lear, but also there's the family dynamics are going to end up being very interesting. Goneril is married to Albany. Albany turns out to be a good guy, even though Goneril and Regan are Machiavellians. There are villains in King Lear. Albany, married to Goneril, is going to understand her character a little bit better by the end of the play, is going to be on the side of the restoration of order that comes about even with the death of all of the main characters that we get at the end of the play. Regan is Regan is married to Cornwall, and Cornwall is another Machiavellian character. In other words, he is very much like Regan in that he's ambitious, is glad that Cordelia is left out of the division of the kingdom, and uses this as a way of gaining more power for himself. Cordelia, at the beginning of the play, we don't have her paired up with anyone. In fact, that's part of the issue, that the first scene is going to determine whether or not she will be married to Burgundy or to France.
There's a rail, because sometimes Goliath wins, and it's not pretty. And now, like in high school, it's time for 7 minutes in heaven.
I get distracted easily. Roll it.
Yeah, we're
And at number 5 today we have proof that physical fitness actually has a downside.
This clip demonstrates that for every weight that goes up, something must come out.
Soggy sandbox, someone playing it.
That's disgusting. I totally like how the judge was totally unfazed by the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the lesser of 2 evils. The spew is.
That's
because,
true.
I mean,
that's true. There's something that could have been much, much worse.
You can have a weightlifting eruption come from the other end. Google it, my friends. Seriously. No, it's the reason I'm not allowed at LA Fitness anymore. It's true. What? Oh, you've never sharded on an elliptical.
No, I haven't, because I don't work out. No, I don't. And at number 4 today, a speculative film created to pitch Warner Brothers on rebooting Mortal Kombat.
Yes, director Kevin Tartarwin.
Tartarwin.
Sorry, sir. Went all out for his R-rated proposal, and he made the
Tartarwin.
Sorry, sir. Went all out for his R-rated proposal, and he made the geeks very happy.
If this tournament exists, Shang Tsung will find you, and if this tournament exists, it's our one shot to take out Baraka, Reptile, and the other maniacs who turn this city into a killing field.
Detective Briggs, what could you possibly offer me in exchange for my help?
Sonya Blade, perfect timing.
Sub-Zero. You want him? You got him. Leave no survivors. Understand? None.
Hasashi, are you listening? Find Shang Tsung and finish him.
Anzo Hasashi is dead. My name is Scorpion.
Would it kill someone to flip a light switch in the interrogation room before we're talking to Scorpion King?
Come on, they probably only had 3 lights rented. You gotta be nice to them.
Yeah.
I mean, you put forth the effort.
They did a good job, and if that trailer is any indication, I think actual spines will be ripped out after someone screams "Finish him!" So,
Finish him. But don't worry, parents, because I'm sure Nintendo will be releasing a PG-rated green blood version of the movie.
Let's change it to sweat. That won't ruin anything.
No, of course not.
Genesis totally schooled the
We need to be
SNES on that
careful of our
one.
kids.
ABACABB. Look it up, youngins. Good deal. Guess who didn't get laid a lot? By a lot, I mean never.
Who?
Me. That's right. Coming in number 3 today, we have a horrible failure on the water, and in a shocking twist, it actually does not star a giant oil company for once. Congrats.
Yes, because jet skis are water chariots of failure. It's true. Even when you're done using one. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, but to be fair, anytime you enter a windowless van, you risk dying.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's on the water or on land.
Yeah, I know. It's just with poor Ski Jetter. I felt bad. I can't believe he didn't even try. Like, no effort was put forth in trying to. He still is trying to ride the.
Yeah, he's still trying to rev it out. No, I'll just gun through it. I'll power through.
Today's number 2 item is an older clip from the Sherlock Holmes Nemesis game that came out a few years back.
Yeah. So apparently there was a glitch in the demo of the game that made Dr. Watson into some creepy megastalker with like Batman-esque sneaking abilities.
Indeed. Please tell me that there's an appropriately cinematic John Williams soundtrack for this clip.
There is.
Please tell me so.
There is.
Trying to solve mysteries when your well-dressed gentleman friend is constantly trying to sidle up next to you. Stop it. Stop it. Still ahead, today's number 1 will show how you get, oh God, how to get punched by an ass. And it's not a Jersey Shore clip. Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Panasonic Viera. With 3D this lifelike, can we still call it a TV? Welcome back to Attack of the Show, everybody. Joining me today, the very lovely, the very talented Jessica Chobot is here. And it is, in fact, time for today's number 1 Around the Net. Ms. Chobot.
I'm looking forward for this one. Here is an example of a new dance trend sweeping through Brazil right now, and it is called, I think I'll pronounce this right, Surra de bunda.
Oh.
And it roughly translates into punched by the ass.
I'm gonna book a trip to Brazil real quick.
You are
Yes, Expedia,
such
please?
a pervert. You don't even know what it is yet. You don't even know what it is
No,
yet.
I got all the information I need. I heard the punch to the anus. Hello, Expedia. Yes.
Oh, wow. This new dance
Operator.
craze was apparently started by tequilerias, which is a common sort of singing, dancing Brazilian booze
When you're talking in the background, I can't. Operator.
I'm sorry, I can't talk when you're trying to talk to the operator.
Brazil.
Deixa ele experimentar a nossa surra de bunda. Bate com a bunda, bate com a bunda, bate, bate, bate com a bunda, bate com a bunda, bate com a bunda, bate, bate, bate com a bunda. Essa aí. Bate com a bunda, bate, bate, bate com a bunda, bate com a bunda, bate com a bunda, bate, bate, bate com a bunda.
It's so messed up. It's so messed up.
All right. Can we guys? Can we get a clap? Can we get a clap?
What? Yeah.
Oh no.
You can get somebody from the audience to do it.
You point to 12 dudes in the audience. Yeah, that's gonna work. Thank you.
Somebody save
No,
me.
I was just kidding. That does look like an awesome way to get pink eye, though, so I'm all for it.
Or nose herpes,
Yeah.
or a concussion.
Yeah. Brazil. Now, Brazil, that was good, but things in a galaxy that are far, far away are just as perverted, I would say. I mean, there's some creepos living
Oh,
out
yes, there's a lot of creepos out there. Galactic bounty hunter and all-around creepo. Boba Fetish is about to bring you a Sith load of sexual wrongness.
All right, so while they're watching that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, ready?
No. You guys watch the.
Hi, Boba Fetish. What is thy bidding, my master? Today's fetish, palpophilia. With each passing moment, you make yourself more my servant. My servant, my servant. Make yourself more my servant.
Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah, right. That's a really strange safe word that you use, I have to say.
D-Day for E3 is less than a week away, and it's time to handicap the headlines in Game Break. The always surprisingly flexible Adam Sessler is here, everybody! Is it the Pilates?
Yeah,
Good.
with the pilates, I thought.
E3 is near. I know you've been working like mad, and everybody, of course, is talking about motion control.
Yes.
Because as if gamers weren't lazy enough.
Yes, I need to go, hey, like that parade family.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was
So
quite
now
entertaining.
you're rocking Project Natal there, right? That was
Right.
the Microsoft's thing. They announced that it's going to be priced at $150.
I don't know if they've announced it. Has it been official?
I just announced it. I officially just announced it.
Well, people have surmised that there seems to be stuff that's leaking, but nothing has been confirmed yet about 150 price point.
Okay, well that's the rumor that's floating around.
Yes.
So regardless of the price, what do you need to see to make this a must-have? Because even at $50, some of the stuff that I've seen so far isn't all that
That's the
compelling.
thing. And remember, there's two different audiences here. There's the core audience, you, me, Jessica, and then there's that kind of casual audience. Just clearly they want to capture because the Wii has been so successful.
Absolutely.
And that's where it gets tricky. If they want the core audience, they're going to need to have some serious games. Like, I don't mean like Gears of Motion, but something that really does appeal to that base.
Right.
I don't know if that's coming.
I'm
Now,
psyched even just for the ability to browse my Netflix queue with my hand. Like that to
that
me is
part,
exciting.
I think we're
and
going to
cool.
get. I mean, the Minority Report effect, I think, is going to catch everyone's attention.
Sure.
But then, if they want that casual audience, if it's over $100, that's a little bit prohibitive. Because remember, you have to have a 360 to use it.
Right.
It's not like the Wii where it's like an all buy-in
$100 and you're
type
ready to go.
situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, here's the other rumor is that Joyride, which we saw at last year's E3, has now been reworked. This is going to be like a big Natal launch game. Is this going to be a killer app, or is this for the casual gamer still?
I mean, no, I would have to say it's for the casual gamer. Now, I think that there's something there that everyone, if they haven't at all, will want to try out.
Sure.
But this is not, sort of that incentivizing game that, say, like Twilight Princess was. And remember, back when we saw the Wii, we were all on board with it. We didn't know that, like, it really wasn't a technology that seems to serve hardcore games all that well.
Right.
We're now a little bit wiser, and so when we see Joyride, I think we're a little bit more jaundiced when we take a look at it.
Right. Well, Sony, of course, has their own form of motion control now. They have the PlayStation Move. the demos that I saw a little while back, even at last year's E3, the tech demos really excited me. The gameplay demos that I saw just a few months ago left me scratching my head a little bit. It seems like they were promising something hardcore, and what they demoed was something very casual.
It was, and also it was unfinished tech. I mean, I can't say having what I experienced, I saw something that was that superior to Wii Motion Plus. There was a rail shooter that I really did enjoy called The Shoot. But obviously, yeah, we're like, I don't know if I really want to play my SOCOM with this. Or
I was going to say,
so
they keep plugging SOCOM quite a bit, which it's an amazing franchise. But is this control scheme really suited to a SOCOM game?
Yeah, I think also the reason that they've sort of rolled out SOCOM is that is like not the big reveal game that they want to hold back for E3. I think the one difference is between that and whatever Project Natal is going to be called is that they're not betting the bank. They're not identifying the entire PlayStation 3 on move. It's kind of, it's there, it's available.
These are add-ons or enhancements, something to extend the life of the console.
And so if it isn't terribly successful, I don't think it's going to have the same kind of blowback on Sony as it might on Microsoft.
Well, as you mentioned, Nintendo clearly has done the motion thing before, so this year they're sort of betting a bit on the 3D.
Yeah.
So they have the 3D portable. We know it now as the 3DS.
Which I believe that we're going to hear a new, exciting Nintendo-ish name.
Oh, that'd be something.
Would it be cool if it was like the Nintendo C?
Yeah.
Like SII?
We got the Wii, the C, OMG.
Yeah.
What do we know about this thing, though?
We know just about nothing.
Really?
But a lot of it is just those kind of what we're seeing right there on screen. It's kind of giving a sense of what it's supposed to do, but there's never been an explanation. Most people believe that camera right there in the middle, it will track head motions, it will give a simulation of 3D, so you don't have to wear glasses. Where I'm a little bit mystified is I don't know where that enhances gameplay. And if this is a new handheld from Nintendo, I'm hoping that there's some other catch. There's something else there that's going to kind of resonate with you and I, where it's like, hold on, that is a new handheld, because Nintendo owns this market.
Right.
And I think if they're going to have a new step in there, something that isn't just another DS that's pink, that they're going to have something really awesome to go with it.
Right, and we're almost out of time, Adam, but I have to get to rumors on a new Zelda game. Do we know anything about that just yet?
We know nothing, but this is the one that I think everyone needs to keep their eyes on. When it was going to be Tuesday morning next week is the Nintendo press conference. Hopefully they're going to be showing a new Zelda. I don't know. This one is made for the Wii. Twilight Princess was made for the GameCube, and then they threw some Wii enhancements on it. This could be a much different Zelda than what we've seen since Ocarina, and Miyamoto has intimated that. That could be good. That could be bad.
Could go both ways, but I know someone with a Triforce tattoo that is very excited right now. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Adam, thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Thank you for Brazilian dancing with me, too, as well. And we'll see you next week at E3. But now, over to Princess Toadstool.
Aw, thank you, Ethnic Plumber. Still ahead, you guys. You've got an iPad? I don't. Oh, well. Well, tell you what games you have to download, like Angry Birds, and a game that's exactly like Risk. And later, G4's resident badass, not Kevin Pereira.
Huh? What?
Not you.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that. Weston Scott and Sarah Underwood fight a paintball war with tanks and copters. Stick around.
All over the world, people are laying their fingers on other people's Butterfingers. But fear not, the Butterfinger Defense League has got your back. They're looking for the 4th member of their team, and it could be you. You could even win $20,000, plus a trip to Comic-Con to meet Olivia and myself. What's better than that? Go to g4tv.com/Butterfinger Defense League to learn how you can join the fight.
Kevin says, eat me.
So then the bartender goes, you just got to push the stool in. Oh. Welcome back to the show. It's Wednesday, June 9th. Here are your top stories. Gawkers actually tipped off to a security leak of epic proportions, my friends. They're actually reporting that the email addresses of at least 114,000 iPad 3G owners have been compromised by a group calling themselves Goatsy Security. The team exploited a gaping hole in AT&T's website and used an automated script to save the list. The email addresses of some huge names have been exposed, including a bunch of high-ranking U.S. government and military officials. Now, the extent of the breach may be even worse because Goatsy Security handed off the exploit to other hackers before AT&T was forced to acknowledge the size of their hole. Their name is Goatsy. If you've been trying to make long URLs smaller for Twitter, we have got good news for you. The microblogging site is testing its own service that will automatically shorten links in an effort to combat spam and malware. Now, Twitter will display the entire link in each tweet before you actually click on it, even if it's more than 140 characters. Of course, this news is a huge bummer for sites like TinyURL and Bitly, but it means clicking on fewer mysterious links, and I am very sold on that. I know Jessica isn't because she's into mysteries and stuff, so.
I do like mystery.
Sorry about that,
I
my
like
friend.
a good mystery.
Hey, you guys remember how earlier this week Sprint was like, OMG, like the Evo 4G is like totally like our best launch ever? Nah, it wasn't at all, Sprint. Not at all. Nah, in fact, once folks actually saw those numbers, it turned out that the Evo sold on par with the Pre and the Instinct. Of course, that did not stop Sprint from adding a mysterious $10 a month fee to every Evo user's phone bill. Yeah, that's right. Evo owners actually have to pay an extra $10 a month, and Sprint, they can't even really explain what it's for. Consumer actually reports that when asked, Sprint reps said the fee is like, I don't know, it's like for everything from 4G service, which many Sprint customers don't actually have, to a faster processor. No. And finally, PS3 owners were feeling rather lonely today after the PlayStation Network went down for maintenance. Oh, what a surprise, the PS3 network crashed. Yeah. The outage was expected to last about 12 hours, so you should be back in Gunslinging Red Red by 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.
I know, I'm stoked.
Congratulations.
I can't wait to go home. I want
So
to
just mosey on over to g4tv.com/the feed for the latest on the outage. I'm Blair Herter, and you have just been fed. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Blair.
Thank you, Blair.
Appreciate it, sir. Now, we have some suggestions on how to waste hours and hours of time playing games on your iPad.
Because there's hardly any porn on it.
Watch your mouth.
The almighty iPad has been out for over a month now, and there's so many good applications, you don't even know what to choose. Well, my friends, let us help you with these 3 must-have games for your arsenal. Everyone loves a good revenge story, and what's more vengeful than a bird whose precious eggs have been stolen? Help your avian friends exact their judgment in Angry Birds HD. This catapult-style game puts you in control of an arsenal of birds that you must sling at enemy swine, blasting them into oblivion. Your ammunition varies from splitting bluebirds, dive-bombing canaries, and exploding blackbirds. Each level challenges you with obstacles and structures that you must tear down in order to kill the enemy livestock that's hiding inside. Blast your way through over 100 levels and crush the king of the pigs for $4.99. But perhaps little birds aren't enough, and total world domination is more your liking. If that's the case, then may I introduce you to Dominion HD. This new addition to the App Store mimics the classic board game of Risk, where you manage an army bent on controlling the world. With 5 different playable maps, you can start small on one continent or take on the entire globe. Also, Dominion takes the classic war game one step further with objective-based victories, allowing you to win the game in various ways. You can play with friends by passing your iPad around, or you can go online and dominate your foes via Wi-Fi. Start building your empire for only $4.99 in the App Store. Even truly sinister masterminds need to take a breather. Give peace a chance with Cogs HD. This sliding puzzle game tests your cognitive skills with over 50 levels of inventive rebuilding. Your goal is simple. Fix your broken contraptions by sliding and connecting all the pieces back together. Sounds easy, right? Yeah, wrong. The puzzles are in 3D, forcing you to connect multiple sides simultaneously in perfect unison. Create a menagerie of steampunk devices to the tune of $4.99. Now go forth and master your Jesus Pad app collection with these 3 games.
And if you don't have an iPad, you can always watch your richer friends play those games while you weep bitter tears, suckers.
I don't have one. Just don't weep them into the iPad because I don't think there's an app that's waterproof.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Stay tuned, guys.
Why? Why should they stay tuned?
Why should you stay tuned?
You just stick
hey,
around.
guess what?
That should be enough.
How about this? Weston Scott whips out his paintball.
Oh! And
how about them apples?
How about him shooting them at Sarah Underwood?
I like that better.
Now you want to stick around.
The feed is brought to you by new Cheetos Mighty Zingers. Love the flavor, fear the might. Here's a question for you. Would you pick someone else's nose and eat the booger for a new iPhone? Well, you logged on to g4tv.com and told us what you thought, and we'll have the results after the break.
The workers demand more attack of the show. Международное явление. Сейчас более атака. We'll be right back.
The results are in, and about 68% of you said that you would pick someone else's nose and eat the findings for a new iPhone. Really? Log on to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you go.
Me too? They needed me to. What? I would.
Well, because you were like, oh, I can't believe. I'm like, you lick things on the internet.
Well, okay, so I'm not licking the inside of their nose.
Not yet.
Or ever.
Oh, what if enough people on Twitter say that they really want to see it by the end of the show? No. Good answer.
No way, dude.
Good
But
answer.
I will pick your nose for you if you need me to.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Long Island is famous for its iced teas and Camaros.
But it's not all bad news. It actually has an apocalyptic paintball gun battle, so...
I love the smell of paintball in the morning. Every year since 1988, thousands of paintball fanatics flock to Long Island, New York for the annual Cousins Paintball Big Game.
They got over 2,000 players here today from all over the world. They got mechanized tanks, they got helicopters, and everybody's out in the woods to get dirty. With 88 acres of playing field, over 2,000 players converge in the woods around Quorum, Long Island. This year's big game event is sure to be epic.
When we first started, it was mostly adults, and then all of a sudden it became mainstream, and then everyone was doing it. And once kids got involved, and sports started selling the stuff, and now men, women, all normal guys just dress up, have a good time.
Tell me a little bit about your team and what is going on with this ensemble you guys got.
There's nothing going on, actually. There's no point to it whatsoever other than the fact that I guess we like paint. It's about just bringing the sport to another level.
At over 290 feet per second, dodging paintballs isn't the only thing you have to worry about.
What are these things made out of?
This one used to be a Chevy S10 pickup truck. Put a plywood body and a plywood turret on it. It runs, it shoots, everything on it works.
Say, for instance, I wanted to shoot Weston with it. Would it kill him?
Oh, yeah, I think we can use that.
Come on, woman!
Fire!
Ah! Direct hit! Won't be later, miss, when I shoot you point blank in the butt.
As general of the red team, what is your role in leading your team?
Motivation, smack talk. We get forces about 100, 200, take objectives and just have fun, shoot them up out there.
What do you think your chances are to winning?
Oh, no, there's no chance. This is win.
They're not very strategic over there in the red team. You know, I'm gunning for Rob personally.
Locally, these are my woods. I own them. I've been here for 25 years, and the locals love me.
I'm pretty much going to do what I did yesterday, just pretty much beat up on them.
With the rivalry set, it was time to plot my revenge for the low blow.
All right, Weston, let's settle our differences once and for all in the battlefield.
Let's see what you got, sweetheart. I'm on the blue team. Sarah's on the red team. We're heading off to the playing field.
And to make matters worse, there's a trigger-happy chopper gunning for all of us.
On the break, on a 20-yard run, take a knee, take a tree, hit him hard.
You shoot Sarah Underwood for me.
Her co-host, light him up.
Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Come on, Gus. Don't leave me.
As the players from each team were eliminated, I spotted Sarah hiding behind a tree and delivered a lethal blow.
Thank you, Cousins Paintball, for letting us join in. We have so much fun. Let's let Weston go nurse his wounds.
Who screams all the time? This one.
Weston!
Oh, Long Island. Proud to not be New Jersey. Jessica.
Oh, thank you, sir. Gadget Prawn is the Miss America, like that, of electronics. Let's look at another contestant as Home Theater Week continues. Welcome, Chris Hardwick.
Hey, thank you very much, Jessica.
You're welcome.
Can I just get an up top for the excellent job you're doing on the program today?
Thank you very much. I'm trying very hard.
Believe me, they will tell you if you're sucking. I know this from experience.
You suck!
See what I'm talking about? That's that guy over there.
You can stream content from your cell phone, people.
What? Ooh. We can expect a home theater to do more than just sound good, but Samsung has really raised the bar with the C6500 system. Not only does it have 1,000 watts of 5.1 surround sound, but it also connects via Wi-Fi to the Samsung Apps portal, so you can stream tons of online content. Plus, you can also connect your PC or cell phone and stream from those. Make this the hub of your household for $600.
Now, this home theater is sleek and stylish and should fit anywhere in your house. Left and right speakers are only about a foot tall. Satellites are less than half that. Subwoofer and center channel are also pretty small. So do you like the overall look of the system?
You know, I actually do. It's pretty simple and it's very clean, and you know, you can see on top here that it's got it looks like it's a capacitive button system, but it kind of looks very Tron to me. It looks very Tron to me.
It is very Tron-esque.
Yeah, so it's got that kind of, but of course if you're on the MCP side, as you pointed out earlier.
Thank you for giving me props for that.
You
yes,
deserve
I did
props
point
for
this
that.
out. If you're
Yes.
MCP, it should be red.
It should be red, but this is all blue. But I really love the look of it. There's no speaker grills, which gives it a kind of a cool look. It's also got 2 HDMI inputs, which is more than most home theater systems.
Now, this is one of the most connected home theaters on the market since it will stream lots of different content through the Samsung Apps portal and from a DLNA device like an Xbox or cell phone. So how well did it all work?
It worked really well. So it's got built-in wireless fidelity.
That sounded very passionate.
Yeah, man, I am on it. All you do is configure it once, and then you load up the Samsung apps, and you've got Netflix, you've got YouTube, Pandora, Twitter, Skype. You have a ton more. Samsung is adding more apps every day. As a matter of fact, they're adding them right now as we speak. That is a dream factory over there. We got another app over there. It's going on. These apps are priced to sell. They are driven by caffeine and the need for acceptance, so good job. You can also access your Xbox, or getting back to this device, on your cell phone's media, your Xbox and cell phone's media, and they're pretty much the same on the Wi-Fi network and DLNA ready. And by the way, DLNA is a standard that a lot of gadgets have, so you can share your music or your video over the same network. That's why those letters are important. Overall, streaming works very well, and I gotta say, it is incredibly easy to use.
Very good. And now the all-important question, how does it sound?
Oh, I forgot to check that part.
Yeah, I might want to look into that one.
No, it's pretty good, actually. Highs, mids, and lows were solid. The center channel is stronger than we're used to actually seeing in home theaters in a box, which I have to say is a positive thing. And this is a really great example of a well-rounded system. It's not going to blow you away with any one aspect, but I promise you it will get the job done.
So for $600, what are we rating it?
Well, Jessica?
Yes?
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. That's not bad. That's really good. The design and the sound quality, I know. It's because the design and the sound quality are really good, but the streaming features is what really pushed this one over the top.
Very hard.
And now, for a few words from our sponsor, the Web Soup program.
I didn't think Web Soup sponsored Attack of the Show.
Why do you have to ruin my show like that? We'll just roll the, I don't know why.
I'm new.
Coming up, have you heard of this new thing called the internet? Turns out it's pretty freaking crazy, according to an all-new Web Soup. On today's episode, we've got pint-sized brawlers with man-sized head wounds, breaking bread with Mr. Mike Tyson, breaking face with Mr. Clumsy Snowboarder, and of course, super absorbent fart blankets.
To protect against chemical weapons.
Plus, hot off the presses, it's local news. And as always, a thing you can't unsee. Boing, it's an all-new Web Soup, coming up next right after Attack of the Show.
An all-new Web Soup is up next immediately following Attack of the Show. Excellent job, Jessica. Thank you very much for gadget-prodding with me today.
Thank you,
hey,
sir.
Jessica, give her a hand.
Oh.
She deserves it.
Oh, I'm all smiley. My cheeks hurt. Okay, over to Pereira. Chobot out.
Thanks, Chocrest.
You're welcome.
We are the best thing that's ever happened to King Lear. We'll explain what that means in a second. Coming up, more fun, inappropriate gadget licking. If you missed it, don't worry, you'll see it. And first, here's how you could become a member of the Butterfinger Defense League.
A crime wave of epic proportions is sweeping the country. Good citizens everywhere live in fear of debased criminals laying a finger on their precious Butterfingers. If you are the victim of this devastating loss, there's only one place to turn. The Butterfinger Defense League. They are Eric, Sex Strutter, Blue, Strongman Ferrigno, and Charisma, Sassy Carpenter. When all hope is lost, they make life delicious again. But we are looking for someone to be the fourth member of the league, and it could be you. Rule number 1. Tell us why you'd be a valuable addition to the Butterfinger Defense League. Show us your own unique ability that makes you a perfect candidate to protect Butterfingers across the globe.
I'd make a great fourth member because I was raised by coyotes in the Angeles National Forest, and I can track a Butterfinger up to 3 miles away. Plus, I invented Butterfinger nunchucks.
Rule number 2. Videos must be no longer than 60 seconds.
Well, it's perfect, except it's 65 seconds long. Why is it 65 seconds long?
Rule number 3. Remember to include a Butterfinger and the line, "Nobody's gonna lay a finger on my Butterfinger." You must say it exactly like that.
Nobody better finger my butter.
Cut. That is so very wrong. Run it again. Take 42.
All submissions will be judged by G4 on the criteria of creativity, technical merit, and the best use of Butterfinger.
The field will be narrowed to 2 finalists, and both will be transported to the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con and appear on the G4 stage with Kevin and me.
The grand prize winner will be announced live and initiated as the 4th member of the Butterfinger Defense League. Plus, they'll walk home with a $20,000 prize.
Go to g4tv.com/Butterfinger Defense League for more info. Good luck.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS, Joe Rogan and Blair Herter face off as they break down UFC 115 and MMA chokehold. Then adult star Joanna Angel will educate you about the sexy world of Miss Exotica. Plus, the road to E3 is bringing us to the promised land. But before we get there, we have a sneak peek at Rage and Star Wars: The Old Republic. See it tomorrow.
All right, so we're going to change things up a bit. If you're watching this right now during our live broadcast, then that means at the beginning of the show you saw an old lady blabbing about King Lear and not Attack of the Show. You're welcome.
And if you are watching one of our non-live shows, you actually saw the beginning of our show, so you're welcome.
Yes, so here's what happened.
You are
Apparently somebody at G4 forgot to do the keyboard shortcut that actually puts us on TV. So we didn't do the King Lear thing on purpose, but hey, I guess you guys didn't mind.
Now, we are mentioning this because you missed something pretty compelling.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name is Kevin Pereira. Olivia Munn is out today. Thank you. So joining me, save your applause for Miss Jessica Choba. Boom!
We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
I like that one.
Thanks.
Jess, you are no stranger to the AOTS, the Attack of the Show, as we call it.
I'm not.
You were featured way back when I was yay tall. It was 2005.
We don't go that far back.
It was pretty far back. You were internet royalty for licking the new PSP. You set the internet's afire. And
thank you.
We had you on to do a little handheld gaming taste test. You remember that?
I do remember that. And I actually got the N-Gage right, which I am really proud about.
You're still riding high on that one.
It's the little things in life.
Is it the first thing you say to people at cocktail parties? Like, hi, I'm Jessica. By the way, I licked the N-Gage. And
exactly.
Can you let them know?
That was smooth. That's what I do that.
We have a surprise for you, Jessica.
Oh, let me guess. You want me to lick something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But no, it's not just something. That would be that's Bush League. We have something something attacked. Oh, power.
I didn't see this one coming.
The old power fist. Let's see here. No, this is nope.
Jeez, what have you got?
What we have.
Oh, that looks
Hold on.
so gross.
Oh, I'll clean it off. You don't have to. Now.
Dude, really?
No, yeah. Now listen. This is the actual PSP that was on the set that you licked back in 2005.
Why are you taking such poor care of it?
What are you talking? No, this is actually in good care for our show.
What is on that?
So
what have you been
say?
using this for?
It's probably not too toxic. I wouldn't worry too much.
All right, I'll lick it. Just for you guys. Just for you guys. All right, ready? Are we ready?
I think you might have swallowed the memory card.
No.
Jessica Chobot, ladies and gentlemen.
My parents are so proud right now. That's what you missed, folks, because somebody messed up.
Yeah, so side note, I guess if you have any live TV broadcasting experience, we're probably going to have some openings coming up very soon. So email me your resume, mayorofg4@g4tv.com. Really, send it on in. And I had asked during the commercial break, I asked the tweets, I'm like, do you guys want to see us actually do a scene from King Lear? They said yes. So we got one ready to go.
We're going to do it.
I asked for a sword. At first, we only had a broom. So
Is this
there you go.
mine?
But
Oh,
they
okay.
did come through with a sword. Totally fine. Totally fine. Here we go. Scene 5, and is it Gloucester's? Gloucestershire?
Gloucestershire. It's where they make Worcestershire sauce.
Absolutely. We're at his castle, and
We're entering Cornwall and Edmund.
well, we're not entering them. They enter the scene. Slightly
I'm the one
different
with the,
version of
I'm
King
the one
Lear.
with the broom handle, dude.
King Lear by Vivid. Okay, here we go. So we enter the castle.
Okay, we've entered.
I will have my revenge ere I depart his house.
Oh, my lord, I may be censured. That nature thus gives way to loyalty. Something fears me to think of it.
I now perceive that it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition that made him seek his death, but a provoking merit set to work by reprovable badness in himself.
How malicious is my fortune that I must repent to be just. This is the letter he spoke of, which approves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh, heavens, that this treason were not I the detector.
It feels like Mom and Dad are gonna come home any second, and we're gonna be screwed for playing with the video camera. But oh, with me to the Duchess! And scene. Thank you. Many thanks to King Lear, to Chris Hardwick, to Adam Sessler, and to Jessica Chobot for hosting with me. Web Soup is up next, everybody. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.